This is a Forever Better podcast by PUMA. Kim, the last episode.
Can't believe it.
How do you feel?
Do you want to know how I feel, Jack?
Tell me.
What am I wearing right now?
A football shirt?
Exactly.
You're wearing a football shirt?
Yeah, I'm wearing a football shirt, yeah. I've been converted, right? I've learned a lot on this series, you know, the history, the materials, what it means to the fans, the culture, the lore, if you will. And you really had me with the fashion. I'm not going to lie. That's when you really sold it to me. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I've learned a lot, you know, and I feel like I'm a bit involved.
It's good to see. It's great to see.
Yeah.
You look great in a football shirt.
Thank you. However, right? I'm still a little bit concerned.
Okay, about what?
The environmental impact. Do you know what I mean? We've got to think about this. You know, episode 2, we're on a bit of a journey.
Yeah.
We learned that most shirts are made from polyester, you know, which takes roughly 200 years to, you know, break down. That's a long time.
That is a very long time.
Episode 3, we learned about the fans. There's 5 billion football fans and the replica shirt industry is just going up and up and up. That's bare shirts.
That is a lot of shirts.
And then episode 4, fashion, you know, which I did enjoy, obviously. But then, you know, we're talking about the thrifting, which is great, but it's still a lot of shirts. Can the planet handle this much polyester, Jack?
Well, Kim, this is the question of the episode. And thankfully, we have got the best guests to come in and help us understand what PUMA is doing to reduce the environmental impact of football shirts.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Let's do it.
I'm Jack Fowler, ex-footballer, now DJ, producer.
And I'm Kimberly Cumberbatch. I'm a content creator and presenter who loves clothes, cartoons in South East London.
And in today's episode of Who Gives a Shirt, we're going to find out if we can add football shirts to that list. Because in this Forever Better podcast by PUMA, I've been trying to get Kim to relate to my love of football shirts. And at the end of this episode, we're going to find out if I've been successful.
This is episode 5, Jerseys for Future.
Kim, episode 5, our final guest.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
Please welcome Andrew Burgess, everyone.
Andrew, please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Andrew Burgess, known online as Wendy the Maker, and I'm a self-taught designer who primarily uses secondhand materials. I share the behind the scenes of my work on my channels, and I've partnered with brands on sustainability and upcycling focused campaigns, most notably PUMA, of course.
What have you been doing with PUMA then?
Yeah, so I started working with PUMA at the beginning of 2023 as a voice of a regeneration, and I describe my role with them as kind of a translator. I take their complicated and technical initiatives and make them a little bit more digestible for my audience.
Okay.
We need that. So you've touched upon there that you upcycle, but what is the difference between upcycling and recycling?
Yeah, I'm an upcycler. Upcycling is taking an item and making it better, pretty much. Like taking an old pair of jeans and turning it into a new jacket. Whereas recycling is breaking something down completely, like melting plastic bottles to create new ones. It's basically a full reset, but it does require a lot more energy and resources to recycle versus upcycling.
So Andrew, over the course of this series, we've learned quite a bit. One thing in particular, we learned that most football shirts are made from polyester. And obviously we know that it takes a long time to biodegrade once it's been discarded. So please tell me there's more of a sustainable future for the football shirt.
Yeah, of course. PUMA's already on top of that with their Refiber program. It's their textile-to-textile recycling initiative where they take existing polyester waste, break it down, and turn it into a fabric that's as good as new.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually got to see the process in person back in 2023 when I took a trip to Turkey. In simple terms, PUMA takes factory offcuts, faulty goods, and pre-loved items. Then it goes through a chemical process, which breaks it down to its molecular form. Got to filter out any impurities like dyes, dirt, and finishes. Then it can be spun back into a polyester yarn and then made back into a fabric, which you can do what you want with at that point.
There's so much going on. Did you know that? I had no idea about that.
My mind's...
I know.
You know?
So does that mean, right, all my football shirts that I've got at home, they can be like recycled using PUMA's Refiber program?
Yeah, absolutely. PUMA even has take-back schemes in some of their stores where you can drop off your old items and you can be a part of the innovation as well.
So the problem I have with that, right, is I love all my football shirts. Does that mean, because all like my football shirts have history, man. We spoke about that in other episodes. Like, so does that mean like I have to do that? It has to be my football shirts?
It doesn't have to be your beloved football shirts. It can be any item as long as it's 95% polyester. And it doesn't have to be shirts either. It could be skirts, pants, anything you can imagine.
Pants? Sorry, what?
Knickers.
Oh,
no, allow it.
Trousers over here. Forgot them across the pond. Sorry about that.
Pants.
Yeah.
You know, so many items are made out of polyester, so.
Crazy.
And then that new polyester can be used to make football shirts.
Exactly. At the start of the 24-25 season, all Puma replica jerseys were made using Refiber. So anyone who bought a replica football shirt from a Puma sponsored club last season, like Man City, BVB, or AC Milan, it was made using Refiber technology.
So all of that polyester comes from clothing that people have dropped off at the Puma Refiber drop-off points, right?
Not quite. Most of the polyester actually comes from factory offcuts, which is great because it greatly reduces the production waste. But donating your clothes to the Refiber Puma drop-off points is a great way to get involved in the process. And it's something that Puma's looking to scale up in the future.
Now, Andrew, you might know this about me because obviously we just met about 1 hour ago. But I'm a girl that likes her clothes, right? And I like to look at what they're made of, what the materials are. And I do know that some clothes are already made from recycled polyester. So I'm trying to understand, is Refiber the same thing? Is it slightly different?
Yeah, Puma's Refiber is definitely a little bit different than traditional recycled polyester because most of the time when you hear recycled polyester, that's referring to plastic bottles, which is definitely not a bad thing at all, but it's not really tackling the problem of existing polyester.
So we know that Refiber shirts help avoid textile waste, right? Mm-hmm. However, does it feel any different to wear?
Honestly, I've worn them and I can't tell a difference. I've actually got one here for you right now that you can check out. Let me know what you guys think of that.
Oh, AC Milan, eh?
So this used to be waste?
Yeah, offcuts, anything 95% polyester and up.
It feels the same. It looks the same.
It's very lightweight, quite airy.
So could we see the Refiber football shirt becoming a bigger part of the replica football shirt industry?
Yeah, Refiber is growing in scale. Puma is one of the first major sportswear brands to implement a large-scale textile-to-textile recycling program for polyester, scaling up to millions of jerseys each year. And while I'm Team Puma on this side, obviously, but when it comes to creating a Forever Better, I hope to see more jerseys, more clothing made with this technology, regardless of the brand.
So we learned in the last episode about the popularity of football shirts in the streetwear space. And I'm wondering how that feeds into the environmental impact of football shirts.
So yeah, people are thrifting, looking for secondhand vintage jerseys and even upcycling them, getting creative with it. Both of these extend the life cycle of jerseys, and it's something that I'm passionate about, obviously, as an upcycler. And I got the chance to host an upcycling workshop at the Puma NYC store last summer.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, as a Refiber milestone event, I led some workshops, taught people how to upcycle their own products, get creative, and it was a really good time.
What products have you upcycled then? What have you done? What kind of...
What have you probably done? Better question is what haven't I done at this point? I mean...
Okay.
Yeah.
What haven't I done?
I mean, you know, we've done pants, hoodies, bags, hats. I mean, pretty much could make a full fit of what I've made.
That's insane.
We're going to be expecting an invite to the next one.
Yeah.
Don't forget about us.
Yeah, don't forget about us.
Yeah.
You got my email.
Yeah. What would you upsell?
I would upcycle my favorite skirt and I would turn it into jorts because there's a war on jorts at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
There's a war on jorts at the minute and I would like to help that war.
I'll probably make a little something out of something to make a bucket hat, you know? Little
smart.
hat. I see someone do that recently with Arsenal tops.
Made into hats.
And they made it into hats. Yeah.
Sick.
You can do it with any shirt, really, probably. But yeah.
Okay.
Andrew, thank you so much for coming in, bro. You have
Thank you guys for having
really,
me.
helped us a lot.
Yep.
Because I didn't know the difference between upcycling and recycling, and now I know for sure what the difference is.
I've just learned there's more circular options in the industry, and that's what I'm happy about, to be honest.
It's a great thing.
I love that.
A win's a win.
A win is a big win.
Big dub.
Andrew, thank you so much for
Thank
today,
you.
honestly.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for having me. I'm glad I could help spread the knowledge a little bit and hopefully convince Kim of the importance of the football shirt.
I cannot believe Andrew can make a full outfit, head to toe, using upcycled clothing. That is some talent.
I feel like we need to go to one of his workshops soon
Oh, absolutely.
because I need the fit.
So how are you feeling now about the environmental impact of football shirts? Because I know it's the most important thing to you.
Obviously, I feel like there's still a lot to be done with the football shirt industry.
Absolutely.
But I'm feeling a little bit more confident, and now I know about the initiative Puma Refiber.
Good.
It's making me feel a little bit more positive about it all. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I did know that recycled polyester existed, but I didn't know that it was made out of recycled plastic bottles.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
That's all new information to me.
That was a bit of a shock, yeah. So what Puma are doing with Refiber, basically, right, is they're recycling polyester back into polyester. So less of a pressure on virgin materials, bit more of like a circular system. Big fan.
So that's like a cycle, right? So it's just like a new cycle. And hopefully Refiber will grow more and more in the future.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about it all?
I've learned far more than what I thought I'd learn, right? Firstly, I didn't know the difference between upcycling and recycling.
Yep.
So now I do. I didn't even think about the environmental impact of a football shirt. And I didn't know what materials were in football shirts. I'm just super glad that we've done this, you know? Like,
Same.
Because so much has been put onto my radar that I would never even thought of before. So, Kim, that's us. The time has come.
I'm sad.
I know. It is sad.
Yeah, it's
I've had
sad.
such a good time.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the season now. I want to know what your highlight was.
My highlight was Hattie. Did you know that?
Well, I guessed it. You love fashion.
Yeah.
But
I'm
go
not
on.
going to lie. I had a fangirl moment with her. And I just feel like the way she talked about, you know, the history through the clothing, it was really powerful. Like that did move me.
Yeah.
Angela as well. Big shout out to Angela.
She got me doing the Poznan. To be fair, you don't often speak to a football fan who remembers going to a game before there was actually football tops and football shirts. Like, it's insightful because I can't even imagine what it'd be like to go to a game and not wear my football top.
We can't forget the scarves as well, the embroidered scarves.
Yes.
I want to get my hands on one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You absolutely do.
Tell me your highlight.
It's been eye-opening for sure. A really standout moment was episode 1 with Zymaka. Right,
Yeah,
that
big
guy
one.
there, wow.
Big one.
Big
one.
Like, he knew so much
Yeah.
about the football shirt, like the history, where it's come from, like everything about a football shirt. And I just didn't even think anything about it beforehand.
Yeah.
But, you know, now I know.
Now we know.
Kim,
Jack.
I've waited 5 episodes for this moment, okay? I asked you at the very beginning, do you give a shirt? And you was a bit like, I don't know, right? So
Yeah.
I had to convince you.
Yep.
Right? We've had all these fabulous guests in. We've had all this knowledge, right? Do you now give a shirt?
I'm not going to give you a quick answer, Jack. Yeah? I'm going to give you a long answer.
Right, okay.
You've been on a journey, as we keep saying. And at first, you're right. I was on the fence.
Yeah.
But
But?
after learning about the history,
Uh-huh.
the materials, what it means to fans, you know? I give a shirt, Jack.
She gives a shirt,
I give a
everyone.
shirt. I give a shirt.
Round of applause, please.
I give a shirt.
She
I give a
does, in
shirt.
fact, give a shirt.
I give a shirt.
Wow.
And with that,
Yes.
I think we should get some matching shirts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I'm down. Can I convince you to be an Arsenal fan, though?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't think that's what we're doing at the
Okay,
minute.
and that's
Yeah.
where we've drawn the line,
I think we
guys.
should wrap this up.
We'll wrap
now.
this up?
Yeah, let's
wrap it up.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, tell your friends, hit the 5-star button, and share the podcast.
Because there's only one forever.
Let's make it better.